Hi, I'm Tim from eCard Widget. Today we're setting up our e-commerce features for pay to send and give to send eCards. Whether you're a nonprofit or business, we've got two options: a Shopify integration with some limits, or our recommended built-in system. No limits and works everywhere. Wix, Squarespace, even Shopify, you name it. We even provide a hosted page so you don't even need to embed it on your website. We'll focus on the built-in system for this tutorial. It's simple. Users choose a card, pay, you get the funds. You can skip ahead to the tutorial if you'd like, but first, let's look at a few examples. Okay, let's look at the Shopify example. The way that works is on the Shopify product page, you've attached your cards or card to the product, and then the customer or donor can choose the card from the product page. They can personalize it, fill out the form, and then they add it to the cart, and then they actually pay through your Shopify account. And so that's how that works. Though there are way more limits around how this Shopify form works. Of course, it only supports email. It's only allows for one recipient at a time. You can, of course, add add it to the cart multiple times to have multiple recipients. But so we really recommend the Stripe form. It's the most flexible option there. And so just for, to take a look at some examples, you've got One Tail at a Time. They did a Valentine's Day campaign. So they've got their cards here and they've got like a set amount. And yeah, so visitors, donors can come and send through that form. You've got Open Door. They've got a set of cards that are great for all year long, from birthday cards to, just for fun, to holidays, so they've just got a diverse range of cards available. And so when someone chooses a card, they can actually choose different options for giving. So they set 5, 10, 25, 50, and then another amount that can be selected. Of course, again, they can just fill out the form and then they can submit the payment in a give to send type way. And of course, they can preview the card through the form as usual. They can also pay to send it via SMS or through Facebook, Instagram, X, all of social media. And you can even get a shareable link to be shared on other platforms as well. So they would just click here, they would then fill this out, and they would be given the link, or they'd be able to share this on social media. So that's how that kind of works. And so as far as on the front end side of things, so how do you set this up? So to set this up, we're going to go into our account. So I just set up a new account, and the donation/payment option is available for all payment plans. So this would be available in even our, lowest of plans. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to real quick. I'm just going to create, instant widget. So I've got this quick setup. So I'm just going to create this birthday widget. So it's going to give me 3 cards. And then I've got my widget now, and there's this eCommerce tab. So here I can see like some different options that are available. That all of this is kind of disabled until you get started. You connect over to Stripe. So I'm going to go ahead and connect to Stripe. So I click that button, and there we go. So Stripe is going to allow you to connect to your existing account. I'm going to go ahead and connect to my account. Now we're going to go ahead and submit this. Okay. Now we are successfully connected to our Stripe account. Now we can go back to our widget that we created, and we're going to go to the eCommerce tab. And now it says we're connected to Stripe. Great. So this now allows us to turn on payments. You have a couple different options, right? You got the ability to set up donation options. So if I turn that on, I could come in here. And so now you can see that I've got different amounts. Let's say I just want to offer 5, 20, and 100. So if I want to do that, I can just add 1 to each line. And now you can see over here, I've got $5, $20, 100. And then I can also set, let's say for the other amount, we want to set it to a limit of 1,000. We don't want them giving over 1,000. So if we did that, and then, you put in another amount, it would prevent them from entering too much. Or if you don't want them, so let's say, I enter 0. So technically this would allow me to send this for free. You can also set a minimum to require them to set like at least $1 or something like that, or 5, whatever you want to set as a minimum. Now you don't have to do either of these. You can leave this blank, and you can also turn off the custom field amount. So you can leave that to where it's just they select a certain amount. You can also do like a multiplier. So this is more useful whenever you're doing the price per card, where you're setting for each card in your library, you set an amount, right? So you can set it on per card basis. And then let's say you want, you have someone sending this card and they enter 5 recipients. And right now, without the multiplier turned on, they would be able to send to as many recipients as they'd like for $5. Now you can turn on the charge per recipient option, and now it's going to charge them for that amount times, each recipient added. So again, that does work for our donation options, but it makes more sense usually when you're doing the flat rate. But again, it does work for donations. So also we do collect, while the sender does enter their name and email for the recipient to see, we do have in the payment form, we allow them to enter their billing name, address, and that information. If you just want us to use the name and email that they're using up here and then allow them to just enter a card number real quick, then you can do that as well, just for simplicity. But yeah, you are able to collect all that data you need. And then you have a few other fields here. You can change the currency that's used for international customers. And then if there's a currency not supported, just reach out via chat or via email and we'll get it added for you. You can add like a special support email. If you don't, it'll just use the one from your Stripe account for, receipts for people donating, so that if there's an issue, they can reach out to you through that. Same with the phone number. And let's see. So you've got the content displayed above the form. So if you want to say, we are a 501c3, so your, donation is tax deductible. So I can add that up here, and thanks for giving. You can add just, whatever you want to, put there. You can add, even images and that kind of stuff. So this content area is totally for you to customize. And then we have the ability to update the email receipt. So anytime someone gives, they're going to receive a receipt via email. You can, by default, it's going to say, thanks for choosing us. This email is the receipt for your purchase. No payment is due. You can override that to say, something else, thanks for giving or something like that. Okay, and now we can go ahead and test the payment using this option here. So we can turn this on. You're going to see this Stripe test mode enabled by admin. So what that does is it allows us to use the test card. So there's little instructions here, but it shows you the test card information. And that just allows you to fill out the form and submit it. And then the payment goes through your Stripe account test mode. So we can go ahead and fill this out. I added my from, who it's to, my personal message, select the $20, and then I'm going to add a name. So my name, and then I'm going to put in an email address. And then let's put in an address. There we go. And then we're going to put in the test card. So if you look over here, it's 424242. We're going to put that in. And then you can just put in, as long as you put in a date in the future, it will work. And then a CVC is 3 digits. And then you can get notified when they open it, or you can schedule it. Then we're going to go ahead and click pay. And there we go. The card has been sent. The customer, the donor, can actually keep their payment information loaded for this card, and they can send out more cards through this form. So just for convenience, they have that option. So that's basically it. I can go ahead and I can now, go ahead and save my changes. So now I've added the donation aspect to this widget, and I can go ahead and I can start sharing this widget. If I click, view public page, I could share this, this link right here with my donors. I could email this out, or I could embed this on my website, or promote the link on social media. So you have those options, and then you can start promoting this. People can come, they can visit your widget, and they can start giving, donating through your form. And you can see I left the test mode on. Let's go ahead and we can go back and let's make sure we turn that off. And yeah, so this would be good to go. I could start promoting this and start, taking donations. And we have lots of other features and options available. There's lots of customizations for your eCards. You've got the ability to add confetti and just have lots of fun with it. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers the specifically the donation and give to send, pay to send type features. If you have any questions, you need any help or assistance, feel free to reach out through live chat. We're super responsive. And yeah, happy sending. I'll see you guys later. Bye.